Good everyone and welcome to this video, and today we have a sub request by Max Popkov for the Tempest Mark V. This is a plane that, let's just say we don't get along too well, and that's mainly due to how it felt last time I flew it. This is a plane that I'm not personally a big fan of, not because of its BR and everything, and its firepower and all that jazz. That's alright. It's the fact that the Tempest just doesn't feel anything like any other British aircraft other than the Hornet, but the Hornet is just a rocket ship, and this should feel a lot more nimble. Looking up information about the Tempest, this thing should basically just be a slightly heavier Typhoon, so it should have a decent turn rate, but in-game it does not, last time I flew it anyway. So I'm hoping that's been corrected, because, yeah, I was not a fan of this plane, and I know there's a lot of people that like this plane, and yeah, I don't want to trash it just because I last flew it years ago, so I'm not going to, because that's just a fair comparison and everything. I mean, look at the Sea Fury video. I thought that thing was crap, but I still tried to be, like, neutral, and I ended up loving it, so you never know, they might have changed this thing. So yeah, this plane has pretty good performance in most areas. Past around about 4.5 kilometers, it does start to lose power, but obviously it is the Napier Sabre. This was more of a low to medium altitude engine, and while the Tempest pretty much fixed all the issues that the Typhoon had, so there was still a few, but you know, it's something. But of course, we do have four 20mm Hispano Mark Vs with 200 rounds each. And if we need it, because there's a camouflage for this thing, which involves ground pounding, we have all this selection. For some reason, this thing gets sap bombs, which I don't know why you'd bring a Tempest into naval, but there you go. So yeah, this is the camouflage in question, and as you can see, I actually made a start on it, but I've never really took this thing out since. So I'm hoping we may get some ground targets towards that later, but, well, let's see how it does on a fighter roll. I must admit, I'm not confident going into this, because, like I say, it's been a few years since I last touched this plane. But I'm willing to give it a chance, so fingers crossed. But anyway, I will see you all in the first match. And in typical fashion, 5 seconds after I say that, we get our first match. Sod's Law, it's always the same. Alright, that was a weird glitch then. Right, so, because this thing's a bit of a fuel-hungry bastard last time I flew it, I'm going to take a little extra fuel with our new fuel slider. I think about half a tank, or just over half a tank. That way I'm not putting too much weight in the aircraft, and that way I'm not... What the fuck is going on with the rendering? Jesus Christ, Gaijin. Alright. Well, the good news is they fixed the RPM issue, because this thing used to take forever to get off the runway. You'd have to wait for the engine to wind up and wait for the prop to start actually generating thrust, and, well, that actually helped, so thank you. Already off to a good start. Yeah, the last time I flew this thing, you couldn't even beat Adora in a turn fight, which is kind of sad, and it's just an indication of, like, how poor it really was. Like, it had amazing boom and zoom potential, but stock, it was quite hard to get it to altitude. And back then, German teams were actually worth a damn, and USA teams sucked absolute ass. Nowadays, it's the complete opposite, so I'm hoping that this goes well. But climbing up my usual Tempest angle, it seems to climb better than before. So you never know, I might end up liking this thing, and I might try and grind that camo at some point. Anywho, I will get us into the match, and I will see you shortly. Well, welcome back. I've managed to get ourselves some altitude, but we've got ourselves a bit of company. And, well, as I said earlier, I'm not confident, because the last time I flew this thing, I lost to a fucking Dora. So, yeah. The Dora pilot was good, and this thing was about half spaded, but you see my point. So let's see what we can do. I'm going to brake towards the 109, keeping an eye out around us. Let's see if I can bring this thing up and get a shot off. Right, I'm very rusty with the spawners. Nah, I'm a bit too far off. It definitely felt like it did that turn a lot better, I will say. But like I said, it's been around... Yeah, it feels a lot more maneuverable. That feels a lot better. You know when you don't fly something for years and people are like, oh, Joe, I want you to fly it. I want you to see what your opinion is. The problem is that my opinions are probably a couple of years old. Are you really going to steal my fucking kill? After I've just saved your ass? What a disrespectful little shit. Some people, man. They really are arseholes. This is also why I don't play much in the 6-0 black hole, because you get dickheads like that. Come here, Spitfire, I'm coming to help you. This thing roars like a dragon. Is that a clip spit? That is a clip spit. Boom! Yeah, I feel like I could do a lot more with this thing. Like, a lot more. It doesn't feel like a bus like it did originally when I last flew it. Okay, you're impressing me, Tempest. You're impressing me, and that's good. Good, Tempest. I mean, I'm sorry, but a plane with the name Tempest alone should have a badass flight model. Like, it's as simple as that. You don't name something Tempest if it's not going to be something awesome. Okay, P-51's going to need some assistance. Because he's, well, the clue's in his own name. He's been a bit of a donkey, and that's what happens. Well, the 335 is very fast, and, well, I've read reports on the French pilots who tried to intercept one of those, so I'm not going to try and run it down the old-fashioned way. Just got to keep an eye around me, because I'm a little bit concerned. Why would you take a head-on with it? I think that's dead. Yeah, that's dead. I'm going to leave it. Unlike him, I'm not a disrespectful little shit trying to steal people's kills. Alright, let's run down that LA9 now. Might as well go after something else. That Nicky coming down from altitude is going to be a concern, but for the moment, the LA9 is the higher priority target. And Mr. LA9 is never going to outrun a Tempest. If there's one thing I loved about the Tempest, even back when I started spading it all those years ago, it was its speed. Specifically its low altitude speed. This thing was basically our answer to jets, pretty much. Thank you. And the best part is you can keep on going, maintaining speeds of around 370 miles an hour. Yeah, there was for those that don't know, there was actually a documented case of French Tempest pilots, and they tried to run down a 335. And because the 335 left them for dust, they thought it was a jet. Is there anyone else? Yeah, he's coming in, so we need to deal with this quickly. So I'm going to bring it into the vertical, baiting for my team. Because we have the energy advantage, we might as well use it. Come on, team, I've just saved your butt. I can't hold this guy off forever. Thank you, Mustang. You just got me killed. I give you the easiest fucking kill of your life, and he goes for ground targets. I was literally baiting him for the Mustang. But no, ground targets matters more. Right, well I want to see this guy die before I move on to the next match. There we go. You deserve that. Prick. Fucking tanker trash. Well, game's about to end anyway. But don't worry, I'm not going to skank you out of one match. That was a good run, but that teammate definitely pissed me off. So, now that we've gotten a feel for this thing, which I'm pretty happy with, let's go ourselves and get let's go and get ourselves a second game. See you shortly. And welcome to the second game. I'm sure that P-51 pilot definitely ruffled your guys' feathers. He definitely did ruffle mine. Like, seriously, you're less than 1.5 miles away, and I feed you a fucking kill. Come on, man. Like, come on. Ah, tanker trash, you'll never change him. That's one thing for certain. I didn't see I didn't see, like, the little arrow thing, so I thought that was a bug. No, I'm not loading a Tempest full ground attack, don't you worry. No, trust this thing a little bit more. I will not. Well, I say that, I'll be doing ground targets eventually for the camo, because the camo you can unlock is actually one of the French pilots' camos that they flew with the Tempest. So it's really nice. But like I said, I've never like definitively gone out of my way to grind it. Alright. So we're in a be a 5 or 6-0 match, and we're up against the Americans, the Germans, and the Italians. Well, if we're facing the Americans, it means we'd have to do that cunt, so that's a positive. Alright, I'll get us into the match. See you shortly. Well, welcome back. We've managed to find ourselves a nice juicy 288. If I could fucking aim, because I've not had my caffeine this morning. See if I can get ourselves a good shot in. Apparently not, because my aim's awful this morning. You know what? I'll edit that out. I won't, because it's funny, but I'm just going to say I'll edit it out. It's a bit like those old Top Gear episodes. You claim you're going to edit it out when you clearly don't edit it out. But as you can see, we've already got 2 bomber zombies, and now we've got a bunch more, because even our own bomber's getting stuck in. Remind me again why I play in the black hole. Right, well that FW-190 needs to go. He's had a good few gun runs on those ground targets, but, well, judging by how this team's already going, I think we're not stuck with the smartest of the bunch, let's put it that way. I'm going to pitch up for this P-47. It's going to be a bit of a risk, but I should have the engine power to do it. Give it a little bit of leads. I don't think that's going to hit. Nope, we're leading too far. No, he knows we're here now, but that's fine. Alright, he's just going to run. I can't be asked. I seriously cannot be asked to be chasing runaways. If I wanted to do that, I'd play that. I'd either play Papers, Please or the what's the name of the Border Patrol game where, like, you play as a Russian dude and you're sending people to the fucking work camps and stuff? Can't remember the name of it. The one where you have to inspect people's vehicles and stuff. And then some of them can sometimes run away. If you know, you know. But if you know, what's the name of the game? I don't remember it. Because I'm sleeping, I forgot about it. Is he dead? Yep, he's dead. Right, where's my team at then? Okay, 190's coming down. I don't like that. I do not like that at all. Well, on the plus side, we've no longer got bomber zombies, and we've actually got teams, well, a teammate that's trying to help. Hungarian Yak 9, already spaded mine, thanks. I'm watching this guy, because I don't trust him. I mean, he's an enemy, you don't trust him anyway, but I don't trust that he's going to ignore me specifically. Alright, he looks to be going down for the Spitfire, that's fine. So let's get the throttle going and let's run that down. Yeah, we're not winning this game immediately because of the tickets, but we're also not winning this because that Spitfire's not paying attention and just got eaten by a Dora. I'll take that trade. Oh well. My aim was horrible there, so I deserve that. Alright, let's return to the hangar. So whilst that wasn't the best showcase of this plane, and definitely wasn't, well, is a reason why you shouldn't fly sleepy, and definitely with some caffeine in your system, this plane definitely felt a lot better. I must admit, I really did use to trash this plane because of the way it felt back in the day. But yeah, they've definitely done something to improve this thing, and well, I think I'll be taking this out a little bit more when I'm not crap, to put it simply. This is why an uncaffeinated Joe should not fly super props, because, well, yeah, this is just how it goes. But still, we had a good run in the first game, thanks to a useless teammate. Fucking tanker trash. But yeah, that's just normal. And the second game was my fault, not the plane's fault. So, but I hope you enjoyed your request, Max Popkov. And yeah, definitely give this thing a go because it feels a shitload better. A bit like the Sea Fury did, because the Sea Fury felt shit, and now it's actually really good. So yeah, I'm quite happy for that. But anyway, I'm going to leave you all to it for today. Really hope you enjoyed seeing the Tempest Mark V and also my crap shooting, and I'll see you all on the next one.